Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm so excited to do. It is going to be all of my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora sale. So the Sephora Spring Savings Event starts April 14th for Rouge members. I will put all of the dates, codes, percentages off, all of that will be in my description box. But if you want to hear my top recommendations, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I do always start my videos with an outfit of the day. So I will come back here by Miss Aries herself. So I actually have a full outfit on today because I just got back from having a lunch with Michelle Wong and also Jen Loves. Jen is in Vegas visiting, so I went over to Michelle's and we had a little lunch together. We did a little live stream. But this is the outfit that I wore. I just have on some heels from Amazon. These blue pants are also from Amazon. I know, you like them too? I've gotten so many compliments on these pants. I think I am also going to pick them up in like the beige color. They also like flare out at the bottom. They're just very comfortable and like loose. My dog is letting you know she's in the back once again because she loves reading all of the comments about her in my videos. So she's going to help me share some favorites for the Sephora sale. Of course, I will link everything down below. I will also link my makeup down there and my outfit too. And when I was thinking about this video, I feel like every Sephora video that I make, because I make one with every single sale, I feel like I always go about it a different way. Either like my old favorites, my new favorites, every single favorite, my top 10 favorite right now. So when I was thinking about this video, I was like, how do I want to do it? And I want to show the products that I am using the most right now. So these are the products, and some are new and some are old favorites. There's a handful in here that like I've repurchased of these products, but I pulled everything out first and I was like, this feels like a lot. And I was like, what am I actually using the most right now? What am I continually grabbing over and over? That's what I'm recommending in today's video. So I'm actually gonna start with some skincare because I was like, I don't feel like I talk about skincare a ton. When I do these sales videos, I'm kind of primarily focusing on makeup, but obviously I think skincare is super important and I think it's beneficial to when we do our makeup. So I went into my bathroom and I was like, really what I'm using right now is First Aid Beauty. This video is not sponsored by First Aid Beauty, but I would like it to be. First Aid Beauty, call me. But First Aid Beauty, I mean, I have talked about them for several years on my channel. I repurchased so many of their products, but they just have so many great ones. And this is really what is in my lineup right now. One of my, well, this one is an absolute favorite of mine. This is their Ultra Repair Firming Collagen Cream. When I did my last empties video, I think I had 2 or 3 of these in my empties bin. So that really tells you how much I love it. And then I have another one here. I will say that I'm on the First Aid Beauty PR, so sometimes they do send me new things or restocks, but this is one that I have purchased multiple times over on my own. Anytime that I do get it in a PR package, I'm like so excited. I'm like, hey, taking that for me, because this is just one of my favorite moisturizers. I just posted right before I started filming, a new PR haul is up as a short here. It's also on my Instagram and TikTok, and I do a giveaway with each video. So every time I do a PR haul, which I try to do weekly, I do get quite a bit. Like you see in the videos, I do get a lot. I can't get to everything. So I always do a giveaway box with each one. So you have 3 different chances to win a prize box from me: YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So those are all up. This one is a new product. This is their Bounce Boosting Serum with collagen and peptides. A reason I was drawn to First Aid Beauty is because they are good for sensitive skin, which I do have. And I will say, I went from being very dry to being very oily to going back to being dry. And I feel like the First Aid Beauty products have worked for me like across the board. They just have some really solid skincare. 2 products I'm gonna recommend. We have the Hydrating Serum, their hyaluronic acid, and then also their 10% vitamin C brightening serum. Both of these I'm about out of. They are feeling pretty empty and I want to continue to have both in my collection. I am planning to do a wish list video and you will be seeing some First Aid Beauty on there. And another one, this is like, I feel like one of the holy grails of First Aid Beauty, their Ultra Repair Cream for intense hydration. I've gone through so many tubs of this. I've started taking cold showers every morning. Let's not talk about it, that was a whole different video. I've started taking cold showers every morning, and when I get out, this is the lotion that I'm putting all over my body to keep me nice and hydrated in this desert climate. Aries has become no longer interested in this video. She's now sleeping in the chair, so if you hear snoring, that's just Aries. The Start Inspired podcast is back. So my podcast that I do, it is back, which I'm so excited for. We've had 2 episodes of the new season go up, and I am putting them up on YouTube as well. They go up on my second channel, and YouTube now has a place like for podcasts specifically. So you can catch the video there, and Aries snores for like the whole second half of the video. So not only do I have a mic in front of me and I have like my camera going for YouTube, but I have my mic in front of me for like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and you can just hear her snoring. And I'm like, okie dokie. But let's move over. Primers. I feel like primers are similar-ish to skincare, if you will. These are the 2 that I keep using. The one that I use today is Urban Decay. This is their All-Nighter Face Primer, their Long Wear Foundation Grip. I think this is excellent. Also from Lawless, their Set the Stage Hydrating Primer Serum. If I feel like I want something a little bit more skincare-like, I go for the Lawless. If I feel like I just need a little bit extra hydration, which I feel right now, and then if I know that I'm going to be wearing my makeup all day long and I want a little bit more of a gripping primer, the one from Urban Decay is great. Getting into foundations, I first pulled out so many and then I was like, no, what are the ones that you are wearing the most right now? What I'm wearing today, what I continue to love from Urban Decay, their Stay Naked Hydromaniac. I have the shade 41. Aries loves this one too, and this is just great. Again, have it today. I've been wearing it so much. This one to me is a little bit, it's like that light medium coverage, which that tends to be my preference. So now that it's been getting warmer here, this is what I keep reaching for, and I love it. And then also, of course, the Dior Backstage foundation. I wear the shade 2.5N. This is one that I wear if I like feel like I have a very long day going on, because this is a very, I think both are very long wearing, but the Dior is like if I feel like I want to step it up a little bit. Like the day after I'm filming this, I'm going to like a pretty nice show here in Vegas at the Bellagio, which I'm very excited about, and I'm like, I just feel a little bit fancy when I wear my Dior. So I have raved about this foundation for years. Again, it's gonna be more of that light medium coverage. I am a big concealer girl. I have 4 to recommend. First off, the Nars Soft Matte. I use this all of the time. I wore it today because I have some breakouts on my chin. So obviously I love the Nars Soft Matte. If you do struggle with acne, a pot concealer, especially this one, I have found is really beneficial to use first and then do your foundation on top of it. But been recommending this for a long time as well. Another one that I love, the Lancome Teint Idole, and also the LYS Triple Fix Brightening Concealer. These were the top 2 concealers voted on by you in my March Makeup Madness series this year, where we do a bracket and you try to figure out which makeup products are gonna win at the end and everyone votes on them. These were the top 2, with the LYS being the winner. Both of these are great. The LYS is already more affordable for Sephora brands, so to get a discount on top of it I think is really great. But also the Lancome Teint Idole, I feel like I'm one of the only people that speak about it, but it's fantastic if I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. It's great to spot conceal. It's all around great concealer. And what I have on today is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Beautiful Skin Concealer. I feel like it gives the eyes a little bit more of like an alive look without being too much. Like it's not glowy. It doesn't highlight anything on my under eyes. It doesn't highlight dark circles or wrinkles or anything like that, and still gives you really nice coverage. So I've been really impressed with that concealer. Some of my go-to bronzers at the moment we have from Nars. This is their cream bronzer in Laguna, and it is what I am wearing today. I think that this is such an easy cream bronzer to use and apply, and it just always looks so good and like effortless and natural, and just gives you that really sun-kissed look. I think that it's beautiful. And then also the March Makeup Madness winner this year from Rare Beauty. This is their bronzer stick. I use the shade Power Trip. This is the most easily blendable, I don't think that's really a sentence. This is the most blendable cream bronzer that I've ever used ever. I know this sells out a ton. I know it sells out a ton, but hopefully they have some shades available during the sale if you are still wanting to try this. Blushes, I actually have 4, which is so funny to me because I always say I'm not a blush girl. She's not either. I always say I'm not a blush girl, yet when I did my declutters, I had so many more blushes than even bronzers. I'm like, what in the world? And then doing this video, like I have 2 bronzers, but I have 4 blushes to recommend. But an oldie but a goodie, I talk about this one all the time. This is from Lawless Beauty. This is their Vintage Love blush. It is just that beautiful, like nude pink. It's stunning. I love the Lawless blush. It's one of those that I always reach for because I just know it's gonna look good no matter what. Like it's not a makeup item that's gonna play me. It's just not. It just won't do it. Oh, actually I only have 3 blushes. I only have 3 blushes. That was a highlighter, which I'll get to. But also, you know, the Dior Rosy Glow. I know that this is always out of stock as well, but if you can get it, this is an incredibly long wearing blush, and this color, I think it looks more intimidating here than it does here. I think when I apply it, it just makes the face so much brighter, and it like can almost like lift the face. It is super, super beautiful, and it stays, and it stays. And it stays. It's not going to go anywhere. And then what I'm wearing today is actually from Charlotte Tilbury. I love this little blush. This is the Lip and Cheek Glow in Color of Dreams. I'm hoping this exact shade is available at Sephora. I mean, if it's not, like, I love the formula anyways, or if it's not at Sephora for whatever reason, get it on the Charlotte Tilbury site. It is such a beautiful blush. Again, it just gives this really nice glow to the cheeks. I love this color, and it's just easy to work with. I really like a lot of Charlotte's complexion products, but that little blush is beautiful. Okay, like I mentioned, I do have a highlighter. I don't wear highlight a ton, but when I do, this one is absolutely stunning. This is the new one from Rare Beauty, and this highlight, the one that I have, is in the shade Exhilarate. This, again, March Makeup Madness winner, but it is so stunning, and it just, it's funny because I filmed the March Makeup Madness video, and then I filmed for the podcast afterwards, so I could just keep seeing it in my YouTube video, like the glow. And then I also filmed a few like little clips for like shorts and TikToks and all of those things. We do it all. And again, you could just like see the highlighted glow on my face, and I was like, okay, this one from Rare Beauty is super stunning. If you are looking for a good highlighter, you want a new highlighter, or you're wondering if the Rare Beauty ones are good, trust me, they're good. The Lawless Beauty Brow Pencil. If you have not tried this, you really should, because this is fabulous. This is their Shape Up Soft Fill Brow Pencil. You have a spoolie on one side, and then on the other, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, because I love my Benefit, so a lot of times I compare things to like the Precisely My Brow or the Gimme Brow. This is like the perfect in-between of those two pencils, and I just love it. I use the shade Oak, which I think is a great shade match, but this is a brow pencil that just never lets me down. You know, I have some brow pencils that I'm like, oh, I like these, and these are good, but it's like, ooh, maybe not the best brow day, not sure what's going on here. This one just will not let me down. I've actually already repurchased this for myself. I think that it's a great one. I just highly, highly recommend it if you love brow pencils. And then I don't have a ton to recommend for eyeshadow palettes. Like, I pulled out a few, but I was like, again, like, what am I really wearing right now? Honestly, it's a lot of Sigma palettes at the moment. I think Sigma has a sale coming up, or they will be having a sale coming up. I want to say it was like their anniversary sale, I think I saw on the calendar. So, I mean, I recommend the Sigma palette so much. I've been doing the On Nook palette. The Ambiance palette is what I've been wearing the most of. So I don't have a ton to recommend from Sephora. You know, I do my ColourPop a lot, my Super Shock shadows. But the ones that I'm going to recommend, the Kaja Stacks. I talk about these all of the time. I love them. This is actually what I'm wearing today, is in Peach Madeleine. I was kind of in a rush. I was trying to get over to Michelle's. I wanted to see Jen. I just threw some of this peach shadow all over my eyes, and then I grabbed the top shade, which is this really beautiful glittery shade, popped it on. I don't have a problem with like the glitter going anywhere, getting on my face, anything like that. It's so, I love these so much. Peach Madeleine, Mauve Bouquet, Neutral Moment is a favorite of mine. They have so many different options, and I just think these are great. If you are a little bit more of like a less is more eyeshadow girl, you have to check out those from Kaja. And then also, of course, wanted to mention the Natasha Denona palettes. I absolutely love these. This one is the Retro palette. This was the March Makeup Madness winner as well. And I just think that I think the Natasha palettes are fabulous. Again, there's a lot of different options. I have her pastel palette next to me because I mentioned this in my top 7 palettes for spring. These ones are the midi size palettes, so a little bit more expensive in price, $69. Really nice to be able to get a discount on those. But also her mini palettes, if you've been wanting to try those. The Face and Eyeshadow palette, favorite of mine. But of course, had to mention Natasha. Before we finish off with lips, because as always, that is my biggest category, I just wanted to mention fragrance. I get a lot of my fragrances from Replica, which can be found at Sephora. So 2 I have here, By the Fireplace and also Jazz Club. And obviously, I think both of these are great. I like to get the little travel sizes because fragrance is very expensive. So sometimes I just don't want to spend a ton at once. But if there's a fragrance that you really love and you continue to go back to, maybe getting it with a percentage off is like a better deal at the time. But again, I usually just buy these little fragrances here. Oh wait, I have mascaras and then lip products. So 2 of my favorite mascaras that you can find at Sephora, and I've repurchased both of these many times. From Lawless Beauty, this is the One and Done mascara. This really makes the lashes super long. It makes them very dark, and it just kind of gives not a doll-like quality, but kind of like a doll-like quality. Of seeing if Aries would help me out with the word I'm trying to think of there. But I just really like how long it makes them and like separated makes the lashes. And then of course from Rare Beauty, I have repurchased this one so many times. I love the Rare Beauty mascara. I actually have a fresh one ready to go, so I don't need to buy it in the sale, but I don't have a backup of my Lawless, so might have to purchase another one of those when I can get it 20% off, because this one is basically done. I keep using it, and every time I pull it out, you just like, you know when a mascara is done for, and it's done. I did have a 4th blush. I thought I had a 4th blush. See, this is from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm actually kind of surprised that I like these so much, because when I first started trying them, I was kind of like, okay. But again, in this video specifically, I'm talking about what I'm reaching for the most and what I'm grabbing for the most. And I keep reaching for this one specifically. This is in Pillow Talk. It's the Charlotte Tilbury matte blush wands. So these are a little bit newer. I keep reaching for this one in Pillow Talk, but also Pink Pop. It's Pink Pop. I keep going for that one too. And it's funny because when I sit down and I start to do my makeup and I'm thinking about what I want to wear, and I'm like, the Charlotte Tilbury, and I literally say to myself, like, really? Again with that one? Like, I'm surprising myself because I really thought I was gonna be like so about these products, but I have to give a shout out to these because I do continue to keep wearing them. All right, lip products. Okay, lip products. So what I'm wearing the most of, I mean, the Natasha Denona lip liners, this one, March Makeup Madness. I also have Dana, which is great. This one is in my dream. I am, well, have to sharpen this one. I was gonna say I'm constantly sharpening my Natasha Denona lip liners, but they are so fabulous and creamy, and they just stay in place, and I love them. But also the Rare Beauty lip liners are beautiful. They have some great shades. Again, very creamy, very long wearing. I love that these ones, you can push it up so I don't have to sharpen them, because I feel like all I ever do is sharpen my lip liners and my eyeliners. Eyeliners. Glossier is now at Sephora, right? And they have my favorite eyeliners. This is very exciting. The Glossier #1 pencil creamy long wearing eyeliners. These are available at Sephora. I highly recommend these. I've talked about my Glossier eyeliners so much. I love them so much. I literally carry one in my purse. I think it's the brown one. I love the brown, I love the black, I love the green. Those are another one that I definitely recommend. But the Rare Beauty lip liners, I think that these are fabulous as well. And then for some lipsticks, a few, well, I have, okay, we'll just keep going. Rare Beauty, their lipsticks I also think are fabulous. These matte lipsticks. I have not tried the lip oils. I do have them on my wish list. I do get some PR from Rare Beauty, so I don't know if I'll be getting sent the lip oils or not. If not, I'm going to buy one during the sale for sure. But their lipsticks are more of a matte finish, and they're beautiful, and they're super easy to apply, and they wear well. Again, they have a great shade line for those. Of course, Charlotte Tilbury, I'm always recommending, oh, I don't have a Charlotte lip liner. The Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, which I'm sure I have several in my clutch. Iconic Nude, I always want to say Iconic London. Iconic Nude is definitely a favorite of mine from Charlotte Tilbury, so highly recommend the lip liners and the lipsticks. I especially love the Matte Revolution line, but these can be very pricey, so getting them with a discount I think is great. I actually need to check out my Iconic Nude. I don't think I would need to repurchase it in this sale, because again, I'm trying not to purchase as much makeup this year, though my next haul, I already made a purchase the other night, and I have more makeup coming, and then I'm probably gonna buy at least a couple things in the Sephora sale, so, but I'm trying to make sure to remind myself if I don't need something right now, I don't have to buy it just because it's on sale, because Sephora will be doing another sale, you know? So if I'm not out of my lip liner, I don't need to buy a new one. So just a reminder to everybody, you don't have to buy things just because they are on sale. We will remind ourselves together. But I also really love these from Merit. These are their signature lips, and my favorite is in the shade Slip. This one is gorgeous. I took this on my cruise with me when I went on vacation in January, and it's basically what I wore the entire time. Stunning. That one is a little bit more sheer. It's like a mix between a balm and a lipstick. and kind of similar to the ones from Lawless Beauty. These are their new tinted lip balms, and these are freaking so good. I keep talking about these. I've been seeing so many other people rave about them. These are so, so beautiful. Again, this was my March Makeup Madness winner. They don't have every single shade at Sephora, which I'm very sad about because my favorite shade, Georgie, is not there. And I'm like, why? But they have other really good shades. I like Posy and also like Pink Marshmallow. Beautiful. You don't have to, but if you want to, try out the Lawless Balms because they're beautiful. And then also these from LYS really surprised me. These are their Moisture Matte Lipsticks. These are stunning. I love the packaging. It feels very kind of like old school, I don't know, kind of packaging, like elegant, classy packaging. These are gorgeous. And the name absolutely fits these. They are a matte lipstick, but they feel so creamy when you apply them, and they feel more moisturizing on the lips, and they are stunning. They're long wearing. I have the shade Sincere, and I get so many compliments every single time I wear them. And then also last one from Lawless Beauty, their Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. So this one is more of your straight gloss, but obviously if you can see, I have used mine nearly all the way up. Like when I'm trying to like scrape, I might need to do the thing where you like take out the stopper, but these are so freaking beautiful. Highly recommend from Lawless, and they make the lips plumper without hurting them. Like there's no tingly feeling, there's no pain. Like the Too Faced like lip injections, I literally cannot handle. So they're so painful to me. I'm just giving my desk a quick glance over. Okay, I think I covered everything. These are some of my favorite products, what I'm reaching for actually right now, what I keep wearing over and over. A lot that I've repurchased. Again, I will have everything linked down below. If you use any of my affiliate links, thank you so much, because this is a big time for influencers, and it's also a time where brands and retailers like Sephora are also looking at us. So if you use affiliate links, I do thank you so much. Let me know if you're planning to pick up anything from the sale. If you want to see a wish list video from me, please do let me know. And as always, if you enjoyed this one, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next one.